and it's got room to grow. And I want to continue that growth because food is so critical, but I also want to look into adding more materials so I can actually upgrade my soldiers and troops. But I think I'll just make the commitment and increase our food production from the granary, and we shall put it actually by the farm. Why? Why not? Because this way we can kind of expand closer to the Twilight Bee apiary. And that's what we're going to do for there. Now back to our heroes, and again, this is the beauty of the town. And for graphics that are turned down, and actually not turned on for all intents and purposes, this game looks really impressive so far. Alright, just because if you've watched me play, you kind of know I like this zoomed out look at times. Let's see. He's moved, so it's just back to our hero here. We'll send Joffrey off back that way, and our king. Well, that's a good spider to kill for treasure, but according to this, zoomed out, this is a ruined house, so that means there's a graphical bug not displaying it correctly. But we're going to pick up some of this. A potion of courage. I hear courage is useful, and let's see how much it increases our defense. By 0.2. All that adds up, because, you know, each little piece, incremental, is important. Another potion of defense. Wow, this one tastes like cherry coke. And now our defense is increased by 2. Look at that. We've actually got some defense, and without even real armor. We'll fix that, though. And technically, I could go to the town, one of our towns here, and depending on what the village is, you can actually currently, and even remember, this can all change, but you can actually buy equipment for your leader, as it were, and then give it to him. You just have to give it from one hero in their inventory out to another. Without knowing exactly what he's got available or what he's wearing, it's a matter of looking at how much gold we actually have left. 35. Well, that's not enough to actually purchase any of these really good items. But if we do, we get a chance, we are going to purchase this shield for him, and eventually some of this armor. Because your king needs to be protected. Remember, that is the truth. Protection is important. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. It doesn't feel different otherwise. Well, actually it does, but shh. Okay, and if you notice, it's starting to get a little graphical glitching. Not sure why. Slowing down, the frames per second are readjusting. Stuff like that happens. Okay, let's just get back into the game and see. I've got one move left, and there's a pretty tough spider. I'm not going to be able to defeat it, and so we're just going to continue traveling back this way. And remember, if you've been paying attention, I like to save the game every so often, especially since I have to go to work soon. Alright, let's go back to the game and say welcome everyone. Okay, next turn. Ah, a spider drone. We can defeat it, and it's worth experience. So, let's just get a little bit more movement to increase the view of the map. See that there is some treasure up here before we kill the spider. Ah, we took some damage. And slaughtered a spider. It's deed. It's dead. It's deed. It's deed. It's deed, man. Alright. We did some damage. It did a little bit of damage back to us. And now we're going to continue forward towards the equipment cache that's just lying over here waiting for us, begging for us to come visit. And we'll have V pick up whatever was inside here. A hearty concoction increases the movement of the drinker. Well, I haven't seen it work yet, and I really am not too worried about V's movement. So I'm going to take this potion and give it to, if you know me, I'm going to give that right up to our sovereign, Kyrus. he is, after all, the king. And it is good to be king. Let's see, will it work this time? Our move is 3.5 this time, so that's going to help. Eventually it'll get up to 4, and we'll actually have lots more movement to go. Okay, so we're going to continue revealing the map. Now, let me just point something out here. This is beach. In order to actually get to your harbor and send your navy out, you actually have to have a beach to launch out from and build your improvements from. So this area would actually be very important for purposes of acquiring for your navy if you wanted to explore the rest of the world. So remember that in your future games. Back up to Joffrey. Now we get to pick up some things here. Let's be honest. Picking up plate armor is quite important. Obviously, it's going to provide us an alternative for different materials for construction. So we're going to go ahead and learn that. And we're going to continue down the warfare path. We're doing pretty good, and it's easy. There's some things that we can pick up. So let's move our hero here with his little army. Let's reveal more of the map here. And the game's starting to chug along just a little bit. But we'll just end it here with the king finding a thick wooden staff. Now, ladies, and I guess gentlemen, yes, this game is entertaining. Okay, looks like we have a little bit extra movement, so we'll go up here and pick up that pouch and find that there was nothing of value in it. Now, the king is technically on a quest to go here, to the witch's hut, but this is the first explorers I've been able to get into this region, so I'm going to continue exploring it while we have a chance. Alright, catch you next time.